G'day, mate. Welcome back to Oxygen Not Included with me, JD. And we're staring here looking dopesome because they happen to be the healthiest dupe, well, the least healthiest dupe we have. Yeah, believe it or not, we don't have enough, well, we haven't done enough damage to our dupes in a long time. So I figure after the many requests for one of the duplicates to get fed to a volcano and sacrificed, I figure that's what we should do this episode. So we have a minor volcano down here, which the plan is this episode to go feed a duplicate to. So first things first, we need to get access. That would probably be important. And actually, I should go over some background tasks. So, last episode, I set up the conveyor loaders, but I actually forgot to turn them on to start shipping out our mushrooms. So, our mushrooms now get automatically shipped from down here. What happens is, if your food's not harvested, after 2 cycles, it automatically drops on the ground anyway. So as you can see, I have mushrooms down here, and this dust cap is already ready to be harvested. If no duplicate comes and harvests it in 2 cycles, it's going to get automatically harvested and drop on the ground anyway. So I can have my auto sweepers, even if no duplicates coming in here actually doing the harvest task. We can have the auto harvesters just pick up the food. It'll get shipped out. It's getting shipped straight on here and jumping onto the meat line, which then means it automatically comes all the way up here and goes straight into the kitchen and keeps Fry Guy flat out. Speaking of the kitchen and things that keep Fry Guy flat out, I want to do a small alteration up here. Basically what I want to do is I want to shove auto sweepers everywhere along here, because these Paku keep getting dropped, and I noticed that I actually had a... Ooh. Why are you hot down here, Impulse? Oh, that's warm. Yeah, these aren't really cooled terribly well. I'm not sure about this leaky oil fisher design. This is why it's technically off. Yeah, I'm not sure it works. Actually, you've got to be set lower. You've got to be set to 90C. Yep, straight away it broke flight. Yeah, I'm not sure. This may get ripped out and a different build put in. I don't know. But yeah, where were we? Oh, Paku. Deconstruct 9. Deconstruct 9. So I just want to put in some auto sweepers because they can reach through the doors and pick up the flopping Paku. Should they, expire, which they are going to, they'll sit here and flop around for 10 cycles, 25 cycles, and then auto expire and turn into a Paku fillet, which I also realized aren't actually being shipped out. So, yeah, this one was never set to Paku fillet. Can I please have duplicates? They are coming and doing stuff. We need a transformer. I just need to move those over a tile so I can put in the auto sweeper, the conveyor loaders. You can reach that one, you can reach that one, you can reach that one and that one. That one. Conveyor rail. Ship that stuff to there. Then straight to there with a bridge over the top. I just want to get this stuff done quickly. It's little background tasks that the dupes can just do in their free time. It's all set to 5. They'll get to it eventually. Same as, like, I've extended this ladder all the way up to here. They'll get to it eventually. All these did tasks are set fairly low, so they'll get to it eventually. None of it's a rush. The rush job is digging up all this sand. Because obviously that's in our way. Oh, also at the same time, I want to carve out a few rows here to get access to our volcano. So, volcano, if I just cover it with ladders, this is the centermost tile. This is the tile that I can't dig out. I can dig out every other tile around it, which we're going to do, but I can't dig out that one tile. If I leave that one tile there, it stays dormant, which means I can excavate the local area before it starts exploding on top of me and I have to deal with the problems. So we are going to have to insulate the whole area, and I'm actually going to need to use obsidian for this. The reason I have to use obsidian over, say, one of the rocks, let's just search for rock. Igneous rock melts at 1400. Mafic rock melts at 1400. Sedimentary rock melts at 900. Obsidian melts at 2700. This is a minor volcano. So it puts out temperature a little bit lower, but it's still 1700 degrees. So I need to make sure that I use obsidian for every single insulated tile. We're going to insulate in there, we're going to insulate in there, we're going to insulate across there. I need to build a water lock in here with plumbing, bottle emptier, there. My ladders, same story. They're going to have to be made out of obsidian. So we'll start using obsidian early. Idle. Idle's not a good idea. Muppet, why are you idle? Because you got stuck. I've also had them come dig out this abyssalite that's been in my way forever. Mainly because it's annoying and I want it gone. Actually, and I also need to start turning you guys back on to make more ceramic, because we're about to use a bunch load of it. Yes, I know I said I'm using obsidian, but I'm going to need some ceramic as well. Okay, so I've done some background research, because I've never actually, well, hang on, let's have them dig that out. Let's have them dig that out. Let's have them dig that out. Let's have them... Hey guys, do you know what a 9 is? A 9 means come do this stuff now. So, that tile. Oh, wrong button. That one. So, we have magma. Magma cools into igneous rock. I actually need igneous rock. We have 45 tons left, because basically the hatches have eaten all of it, like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of tons. We are on cycle almost 500, and I do have a lot of hatch farms going. So that's where all our igneous rock's gone. So I need to do something about getting more igneous rock. And I just realized with these... We have critters on the loose. And it's something I've been meaning to fix. And we're going to fix it right now. Because I keep printing critters, I keep having shovels show up, and they keep getting loose by digging through everything. So I'm hoping to deal with them once and for all with a critter wrangler, and I need you lot to go away. Can I just make you guys go away right now? Because I also forgot in this build, I did the build. Wow, that's some murder. Oh boy. I did the build perfectly, except I forgot. Sweep, Pro 9, get rid of the coal now. Let's get rid of the coal now. I forgot to make these tiles out of steel, which means if Chevals get in here and they're meant to be drowning, what'll actually happen is they'll just go and dig into a door and live in a door, which means they don't drown. Even though the doors are shut and underwater, they don't drown. So I need to make these out of steel, which then, because everything else is made out of steel in the local area, it means they'll be permanently stuck in this little area, which means they won't die. Well, they won't escape, they will die, rather. So you're now done. we're going to set you to auto wrangle 0. All. We're going to set you to be picked up and you to be picked up. And it means when the Paku, or the Pips, the Drecklets, the Volpups, everything else spawn, they should go to whatever home they require to go to. We're going to put in Volpup and Shovel in here as well. I want the meat, I'll be honest. Okay. You guys really haven't done much of this. Oh, that's talented. How many? 4? 4 duplicates stuck on a tile. I'm sure there's a joke in there somewhere. Okay, we might set it friendly up already. Yeah. Suffocating JD. Yeah, that would be bad. Come save me. Save me. Save me. Suffocating 3. There is oxygen down here. It's just they happen to be consuming it and breathing out. Everybody out. Okay. Alright. We're going to dig out this row of tiles as well. That'll let us get access to the top half of this. Okay. So, as I was saying, I've been doing research. I have... well, doing research. I like watching YouTube, in case you couldn't tell. And there is another creator who does a lot of oxygen-related videos and tutorials, and he actually did a great one on volcanoes and trying to tame them. And I've tamed them in the past, but I've never tamed them for the raw materials. The getting the sedimentary rock or the igneous rock, getting the igneous rock out of them. I've put steam vents on them and just dumped the water back in. Actually, I did a volcano video, which you'll probably find linked in the top right hand corner, on how I did that. And it's a perfectly good build. It works. It gets you to power. In fact, there are lots of builds out there that will show you how to get the power. But what I actually want is I want the sedimentary rock out of it. So I have taken... I've gone and looked at a couple of different videos, a couple of posts on the forums, gone into creative mode, actually tested a lot of this out, and I think I have a working method. I just need to build it. So I am going to link to Francis John, who I did inspire a lot of how this build's going to work, and did explain a lot of the details behind how this build works. Like a magma dropper. Well, I only want a little bit of magma to fall into my steam chamber at once. I don't want all of it to dump in. And if we come up to here, as you can see, I have water on the ground, and I have 13 kilos at this end. Water's fairly low viscosity. So as you can see, it's stretched all the way out to here, and I'm now down to 39 grams at this end. Magma, on the hand, is very, very thick. So if I have 10 tiles worth of magma, doesn't matter how much I put at this end, it's going to have very, very little at this end, which is exactly what I want. I only want a little bit of magma for me to deal with at the other end. So that's the plan. We're going to have a very, very tiny bit to deal with over here, and actually, I don't want that built yet. I want that dug out first. So yeah, we're going to have the magma. Ooh, I was worried that tile was going to get dug up. We're going to have the magma come out here, fall down here, fill up a tank down here, and sort of wrap its way around and down, and then drop into our chamber. I don't know what to call this chamber. Our heat transfer chamber, our pre-cooling chamber, because this is exactly what it is. It's going to be a pre-cooling chamber. I'm going to have to cool the magma once and then cool it a second time, actually. It's going to be that hot. So, step 1. Have everything made out of obsidian. Get my magma down to this point. which point it's going to drop down into my actual steam chamber. My steam chamber is going to be lined with ceramic because I want the better thermal insulation properties of ceramic. And at the same time, I'm going to start pre-building a lot of the automation. So I need you to be made out of steel. You are already made out of steel. I need automation wire out of steel. Everything down here is going to have to be made out of steel because it's going to get hot. Conductive wire, steel, there. I'm going to want plumbing, insulated pipes. We've done all that before. We know what that looks like. Even my water vent's going to have to be made out of steel, just in case. Okay, priorities, 9. All of this, please. Liquid, crude oil, petroleum. Copy settings to those guys. Dig that out, dig that out. I just ran out of materials. Awesome. Power transformers. This is outside the hot zone, so I can make these out of gold amalgam. Yeah, that should do. Power. Conductive wire out of steel. I need to power that up. Technically that works. Tubes, I will take it. Mop. Well, that's awkward. Now I can mop it. I'm gonna need a ladder there. Okay. Power. Heavy conductive wire across those guys into there. Speaking of power, I'm actually gonna have to get power from the main grid. So let's just really quickly go to buildings, copy, paste. I want to stop these off at every 4th level. At the same time, I want to start putting in you can go away. What else? You can go away. You can go away. You can go away. I want to... Where's Deco? I want to start trying to remove this really nasty debuff of the heavy watt wire. So having 8 statues sort of negates it, not entirely, but mostly. So that's the plan. I also need to... I can cut under this ice and over that ice. So we're going to put in... deconstruct. Pronite. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Another 4. Heavy wire in at the top. Is it top, isn't it? Yeah, it is. And power. Conductive wire out at the bottom. Which we need to run... from one biome to the next. So let's go... autosave. Crap, that could be bad. Nope, that was fine. Okay. Right through there, right through there, right through there. Okay. Power wire. Oh crap, that's steel. Don't make it out of steel. That's expensive power. Okay. Decor. upgrade you to Priority 9. Power. 2 power transformers. And in case it comes up, the reason I do 2 power transformers is each one does 1 kilowatt worth of power. We can see that up in the top right hand corner. Well, yeah, right there it says 1 kilowatt. Whereas the large power transformer does 4 kilowatt worth of power, which means technically if you use the big one, you have to make sure that you don't put more than 2 kilowatts on the wire, because your conductive wire only does 2 kilowatts. But if I do 2 small ones, it means I can be reckless and put as much power on the wire as I want, and they can only ever put 2 kilowatts on the wire, so it really doesn't matter. We're going to go there, all the way over to there. That's all priority 9. Dig task is now also priority 9. The statues will get done eventually. Okay. Crap. Deconstruct that. Set the door to 1, so this tile can get done as now. Yeah. Okay. Alright. I want to sweep. I want a general good old get rid of everything. I also need to put in a gas pump. It's also going to have to be made out of steel because we're going to need to make a vacuum in here whether we like it or not. Well, we do like it, so let's be honest. We're going to need to make a vacuum. Okay, steam room itself. Okay, now we can build the door and pretty much everything else. Ice. Go away, ice. You're gonna melt. You're gonna melt. Yeah. I knew it. Whatever, I'll make a vacuum. Once the vacuum's made, that should stabilize. Okay. Conductive wire. Okay, not going to join that up just yet, so I need this done. What else? We need these 2 tiles done now. We need to not press the F button. I need to get into here and start making our steam chamber. So our steam chamber is going to have our thermosensor. Our thermosensor is obviously going to be very, very important to tell everything how to work. It's also going to need some other bits of automation. We'll get those done right now. We need a memory, a buffer, a filter, a automation wire out of steel. You come into there, into there, into there. Obviously, anything in the steam room doesn't have to be made out of steel, but, you know, why change things? Just get it done. Okay. Shipping. As I said, I want to actually have the igneous rock come out of this room. So I'm going to need a conveyor loader. I'm also going to need an auto sweeper. Both of these have to be out of steel. That gives us an overheat temperature of 275, which means I do need to make sure everything stays under 275. I'm also going to need conveyor rail, and same story. That's going to have to be 275 or less, and we're just going to snake this across our steam room till we get to the end. What else do we need here? We're going to need a gas pump. Yeah. Which is going to have to vent outside. We're going to need our aqua tuner. Which is going to have plumbing in, plumbing... plumbing out, liquid bridge, thermosensor, which is steel, good. Which has its automation wire on it. This is a steam room, so a steam room can be made out of ceramic. Yes. Yes, double ceramic. Which we obviously don't have enough materials for. Why is petroleum just... Whatever. It's a later JD problem. We're going to extend that down lower and that down lower because I actually have more tasks to do. Okay. I need another set of ladders. Nope. One row higher. Priorities. 9. All of that, please. Priority 9. All of that, please. Okay. Alright. Sweep that stuff. Deconstruct that one. Just get rid of it. Get rid of it. Have the water drop. Mop. Whatever. Sweet. Priority 9. Go away. That's petroleum. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to set up a temporary-ish tank. Plumbing. Pitcher pump. Right there. Bottle emptier. Right there. We're going to throw down some mesh tiles as well. Because I've got random bits of petroleum all over the map. Sweep only. Petroleum. Sweep. All that crap. Okay. That goes there. You, dude. Wrangle. Out of here. Yeah, okay. That should let everything else get done. Copy settings, goes to those. Better let it down because why not? I'm going to want all that crap out eventually. Okay. Next thing we're going to need is we're going to need temp shift plates. Diamonds. We have a whole bunch of heat we're going to need to spread right the way out. So we're going to have to fill the whole room with temp shift plates. The other thing I need to do is I need to put down window tiles there and there. Because we're actually going to have like debris that I need to deal with. And they're really bad at transferring their thermal energy. So we're going to put them on some diamond window shift tiles. Diamond tiles, because they are going to give us a better thermal interface. Yeah. I'm struggling for words. It's late. I won't tell you how late. It's late. Priorities. That's all 9. That's all 9. That's 3s. Okay. So, steam room number 1. Conveyor overlay. No. No, before I do that, conductive wire out of steel. We're going to have to plug those in, and that in, and all that. Deconstruct that. Actually, deconstruct... No, it's in a steam room. This should be fine. I should be able to use sandstone down here. I was about to change over the ducting for the gas pump. It should be fine. Okay, so now all that's done. Our next project we need is... We're going to need another steam room to deal with the... No, actually... I need 2 bits of automation. I need automation wire there. I need automation wire there. I need a clock sensor there and there. And the reason I need these clock sensors is... Where are we? gold volcano. Same as we're using for the gold volcano. I have 2 sensors, one set up to stop the auto sweeper, the other one set to stop the conveyor loader. The idea is the auto sweeper can only run for a short period, at which point it's going to load the conveyor loader. The material is going to sit in here and continue transferring its thermal energy into the room, basically for a whole cycle before it's then going to get shipped out. And then when it gets shipped out, it's going to be in very, very small 20 kilogram chunks that comes up here and then gets dumped on the floor. And now we're over here, I can see that that is broken. And all, just all. You are set to all. Oh. Okay, we're going to go sweep, priority 9, all that stuff, dig, priority 9, that, and actually just give me the priority button. You, and you. Because my gold volcano is broken. Yeah, because that one bit of sand is there, which is 8 kilos, which is caused by my dirt overheating and becoming sand, because turns out gold volcanoes put out a bit of heat. I haven't got much of this done. Good. It means I've got them hard at work doing this stuff. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. This is... No. Oh, actually, I can probably get a duplicate in there. I need to mop that, and I need to sweep that. Okay. Next room for volcano cooling, or hot rock cooling. Hot rock cooling is probably more accurate. We're going to need a second steam room. Okay, the second steam room is, well, first off we're going to bring down the hot material into the floor, across, and then, yeah, second steam room. So we're going to need scalding. Who is scalding? I don't know, but they're not scalding anymore. Unreachable food. Really? It's fine. Scalding. Chris. Oh, you soaked out the crap. Good. Get rid of that as well. Oh, we'll get petroleum down here now. Awesome. If you can sweep up that little... Or I just activate you. Yeah, let's just activate you. You know, set to all? Okay. We're gonna put that tile back there. Yellow alert. Yeah, all this crap. I want it gone. Okay. Conveyor rail. We're gonna bring our conveyor rail over to here. And I need to basically run it down a insulated wall. Which now means the duplicates need to get reverse access to this. I need to put a steam turbine in right about there. Yep. More ceramic floor tiles. And then we're going to need this steam room. This steam room is going to have a slightly different build. Or slightly different... Yeah, slightly different build to whatever we've done before. So, we cancel those two. Is that going to be enough? 3 tiles? Is 3 tiles going to be enough? I don't know. We'll find out. Okay, so let's swipe that out. I'm going to just lay these in now and explain why in a second. Alright, nope. I'm going to put in a cut here. I need to do some thinking. Okay. Where to start? Alright, we're going to start at the top. So, we're going to make magma. Magma is going to... Go away. Just go away. Somebody will eat me. magma is going to come down here. It's going to pull into this chamber and come along underneath here. I still need to put in this tile. We're literally waiting for this hatch to go away. So it's going to pull along down here. It's then going to sit up against this door. The automation is going to open the door occasionally and let magma come down here. When the magma comes down here, it's going to try and form into a chunk like this. It's not going to be able to form into a chunk here because we've already got a mesh tile here. So what it's going to be forced to do, which is a trick of how Oxygen Included deals with things, is it's going to move to the closest available tile, which happens to be this tile here, which means we're going to move a liquid into a solid and then have it teleport into a separate room, which means this room up here can become a vacuum, which is literally what we're about to do as soon as... Well, actually, I'm just going to plug it in now. You don't have power still. Really? Did some dupe not plug something in? I didn't put on a conductive bridge. Okay. So, we're going to make this room a vacuum. Vacuum means that I don't have to worry about thermal transfer anywhere along here. It also means that the heat for the magma can't get transferred into the carbon dioxide and then into my liquid lock, which means I should be able to leave this here for service. Not that I'm hoping that I ever have to service this. At least that's the idea. So, magma's going to pile up here. It's going to come down here. It's then going to come down here. It's going to teleport through the wall. It's going to sit on these window tiles as debris. As you can see, these have a very, very high thermal conductivity. That's what we really want. We really want to be able to take the heat. Suffocating. There's always one. Oh, dude. No, dude. You're out of here. Out. Yeah. That was close. None of that needs to be that high a priority. Okay. We're then going to take the heat. Put it into these window tiles. It's going to also let us obviously make steam in here, but it means my steam room can be beside my vacuum room, and we can transfer materials between the two of them without breaking either of their seals. So this room, we're going to have lots of steam. Steam's going to go through the steam turbines, cool down the whole room. We're going to dump the water back in the room, deleting some of the heat, making some of the power, so on and so forth. The conveyor activation, 1% over here, like that. Copy to there. You're gonna be the exact opposite. Okay. Hot rocks. Hot rocks are going to sit here. They're going to transfer their heat into the room. We need to... I don't need it that high. There. No. There. Okay. Going to transfer the heat into the room. We're going to also use our auto sweeper to pick up the hot rocks, shove them in the conveyor loader. It's then going to also split them up into tiny, like 20 kilogram tiles, which they're going to move through the room. Because they're 20 kilograms at a time, they're going to transfer their heat out even more efficiently. It's then going to come down here. It's going to come into this room. This room is still in the process of being built. I actually ran out of copper. We're now moving on to gold. That's probably enough. Sweep that crap. So, we're going to conveyor. We're going to ship out our materials. We're going to bring it along the floor in here into this steam room. This steam room has literally, it's a mirror image of this automation. So we've got a temperature sensor going to a memory toggle, and then rather than it going to a door to let in magma, we actually have, if I can click on it, if you can see it, a conveyor shut off. So this is going to stop us exporting materials out until the temperature sensor says we're below 120... 125. We're going to bring this temperature right the way down. That's obsidian, that's obsidian. So you need to be obsidian as well. Okay. Temp shift plates out of gold. There. Oh. Can we put in some ladders for these guys, please? Please? They'll be alright for a little while. They probably won't suffocate. They're just going to get pretty grumpy. Okay, so... Oh, crap. Material sits in here. Material sits in here, cools down on the conveyor rails. When the temperature of the whole room is low enough, the conveyor rail will get turned back on, and finally we'll dump our material out up here. That's how the plan works. Whether any of this thing actually works in practice, I don't know. It's completely untested. And I've also had to double insulate all the walls because we have, like, this is ceramic. This has a way higher way lower thermal conductivity than our obsidian. So to make up for the obsidian not being quite as good, we're just going to have to double layer it. On top of that, because of the temp shift plates, they interact with the 8 tiles around them, which technically means they're transferring heat into these obsidian tiles. So yeah, it was just easier to just double layer things. I don't need that higher priority tubes, but sure. But I do need to plug that in. I do need to get that pipe done. And then I think we can finally seal everything off. I'm not dealing with it. Go away. Okay, what's the story with you? You just don't have power. I'm dead set just plugging... Yeah, I'm just plugging that into there for now. You're going to ship out everything. We're sealing this room off. We're shipping that out. We're trying to make a vacuum here as soon as this is pipe blocked. Oh, because I never did that joint. Okay, so we're pumping that room out. We're pumping that room out. We're already trying to pump this room out, even though it's not sealed. In all the cases, I can get the liquid in via the already hooked up pipes into the room. Oh, you need to... Okay, so you're... Okay, we're going to set your temperature to be 60 degrees. No, 60 degrees. 60 degrees is fine. We want plumbing, radiant pipe. We want aluminium. I need 4 pipes. It's more than enough. We're all out of ceramic, but let's try and build with it anyway. So, your output, your input, we put a bridge on there. Ooh. Yeah, bridge on, bridge off, boom, 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 boom. So this one's going to be filled with polluted water. This room's going to be filled with steam. This room's, well, water, and this room's going to be filled with water. And we need to make a vacuum in here, a vacuum in here, and a vacuum in here. Cool. Which means I'm going to find liquid. Put in those last couple of tiles. That should do us. Nope, set green signal if above. No, below. I want you off. Yeah, so as soon as you detect liquid. Oh, good. As soon as you detect liquid, you won't do anything. We want to have this power wire come. That's getting really low on lead. Really, really low on lead. Yeah, we're almost out of lead. Heavy conductive wire, gold. We're just going to start replacing some of the existing wire with gold. I really hope it's not working. How much load's on there? 2. Okay, I thought that was 20 for a second there. So yeah, I'm gonna have to change things out. Oh, I'll just show you guys this. So we're gonna change things out for shitty wire. Yep, so that's their mark. So we're gonna go for heavy watt wire, which has a 20 kilowatt max current and has a decor of minus 25 over our conductive heavy watt, which has 50 kilowatts with a decor of minus 20. But I actually want to change it over to gold. So when we go to gold, we're going to have even better decor. But I just need to get it changed from one to the other to then change it back. It's the easiest way of doing it rather than removing and rebuilding. Stazzy suit. Okay, Stazzy suit. Obviously, this has to be Martin's, because Martin was the 3rd original duplicate, who I can't... Oh, there he is. Okay, so that's done, that's done, that's done. We're just gonna... stop right here. I'm gonna put in a cut. You're done. We're just gonna deconstruct that vent. Yeah, I'm gonna put in a cut right here. The dupes don't really have a lot to do. It's really just a case of waiting for... Actually, no. The dupes have... Well, we need to wait for the vacuums to be made first. And then we can attempt to sacrifice a duplicate to the gods. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm going to be back in a minute, and in the meantime, place your bets. Place your bets on who decides to come and analyze the volcano and becomes today's sacrifice. Anyway, I'll be right back. And we're back. So, we've finally got a vacuum up here as well, which means I'm actually going to leave that pump active. Just in case I make some sort of mistake and break this airlock, at which point, yeah, at least we can start pumping the gas straight back out instantly and hopefully fix my mistake before I realize. Sweep, Prey 9, I need somebody to come analyze this. Caretaker, JD, no. No. Pneumatic door. Out of gold. Actually, Deadly kittens. Deadly kittens is perfect. You're not wearing a hat. Steel. Write it down. Deadly kittens with a skill of 11. Go on, you dig into that minor volcano and you find out what its story is. Okay, so default access is off. And all you guys can have access. Nope, Stinson can't have access. Deadly kittens, that's the one I want. Unpause the game. Kendrith can have access. Okay. And now we see whether we are going to sacrifice any duplicates to the volcano gods. Also read it. What's in here? Barbecue. Sure. So I filled both these rooms. Well, I've made both these rooms a vacuum. I've filled both these rooms with liquid. You're set to below 125 degrees. You're off currently, and I don't want this running. I do want to build up. Basically, this is built, and we're not even going to see it in action for some cycles. Depending on how often this erupts, whether it's dormant or not, a whole bunch of things. Basically, we need to get the magma up to about this level before we can even turn this on, which is a little bit frustrating. That it took so long to build, and then we're not even going to get to see it in action for a number of cycles. But hopefully, if we can get this one working, we do have. This is a minor volcano, I want to say. No, that's a leaky oil fissure. That one. Minor volcano. Yep. So what I might do is I might like build the top half and vacuum it out and just leave it running so it can start building up some magma supply. We'll see how that one goes. We'll obviously do the analyzing whilst watching because we want to know if any duplicates sort of get sacrificed in the process. But yeah, we'll see what happens. On top of that, I'm actually refined metal. I'm actually out of gold currently, but I have lead back. Basically, I replaced all this power cable, and I've started replacing. Well, I've replaced the whole, or told the duplicates to replace the whole main power cable, which is now all heavy watt wire at gold amalgam, and then have told them to replace it back up here with heavy conductive wire gold. Problem is I don't actually have any, but you can see this has a decor of -10, whereas if we go to here out of lead, a decor of -20. So we have the decor malice. Oh, I also put in a battery bank. It's not actually hooked up yet. Can JD work out how to do this plumbing real quickly? Okay, first things first, insulated. Yes, we have ceramic. I want, maybe not that high a priority. I want to box this in. Just 9. 9 will do, guys. I need to replace those 2 tiles. Yeah, it's probably not going to happen this episode purely because I'm absolutely out of ceramic. Please don't break. Please don't break. Please don't break. supposedly that's fixed. It definitely looks like it. Okay, where were we? We were here. We're about to have a piece of polluted water come and ruin our day. So I'm going to use debug tools to fix that instantly, because that's ridiculous. That was a power cable. I want the power cable connected actually. I want you deconstructed, and I want you deconstructed, and a liquid vent there. Fixed. That's annoying. You're clean. Oh no, crap. Deconstruct. I don't even know what those pipes are. That's clean water in. That's oil in. And polluted water in. Yeah, mix the oil with the clean water with it. Yeah. You would have had a really impressed JD. Okay. Run those along there. We want to have... Alright, I want to have a battery box, and battery box is going to require cooling, so that's all I'm doing. I'm literally just plugging in plugging into the cooling pipes that we've already got running. And I should really insulate all these pipes that I'm not, so I'll probably fix that afterwards. Alright. I haven't even got a remark about a scalded dupe. Oh, yeah, and I'm making blocks. And... no, that's all done. Okay. Liquid pipes. So, now that that's empty, I should be able to get in here and deconstruct that one. They just failed on me. Liquid bridge. There and there. Yeah, it did. I got polluted water down here. It's fine. It's fine. This area is not going to get hot enough to gasify the polluted water. Mop that up. Mop that up. Oh, I changed that gas pipe and didn't deconstruct it. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. That's all connected. I want to... actually, if I deconstruct you... run that into there. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. That should be everything we need here. And then all I need to do is... do we have any gold? No, we have no gold. Okay. We're just going to use lead, and we're just going to complain that I can't actually build anything. Heavy wire conductive wire. Plug that in and plug that in. Yeah, cooling loop's running. Batteries are a nice, balmy 27 degrees. Hook up, please. Priority now. Excellent. Batteries online. Because yeah, these steam turbines are just turning on and off too quickly, and if I give them a larger battery, they should be okay. So, deadly kittens, come on. 1, I want you finished. 2, I sort of want to see you burnt in the process. That would be my winning preference. Burnt and finished. Finished. Okay. So it says requires analysis, but has been required analysis. It erupts in 11 cycles, so no time soon. And its average output is only half a kilo per second. So it dumps out a decent amount. This is why. It erupts for 60 seconds every... A cycle, 600 seconds. So that's what, 15 cycles? 15 cycles, it erupts for 60 seconds. So this is not going to produce a lot of magma at all. In fact, this is going to produce next to nothing. I'm sort of disappointed with how much effort we put in to build this now. Turns out we're having a slickster. So yeah, with that, I'm going to call it here for this episode. The dupes have built a lot, have a lot. I did also notice we found a new volcano. Iron volcano. That's 3 out of 3. Perfect. So, next episode we'll have them build in the background one of these to go right here. And it should be just a case of not having priority now on, and actually, don't you have a liquid lock attached to you as well? You do. We should be able to copy all of that and cancel all of that. Yeah, literally attach that on the side. Click ladder. Set this priority down. There we go. So yeah, we're gonna have the dupes do this, you know, in the downtime. They can get this one hammered out. We will not dig out the center tile just at the moment because we're going to need to make a vacuum in here. But yeah, we'll have the duplicates build this one in the background. We'll also hollow out this one probably between episodes and get it sucked down to a vacuum, and then we'll send a duplicate in here to analyze this one and this one both the next episode. And I don't know what else. Obviously, with the amount of dupes I have on hand, I probably need to dig out another biome. This looks like a likely candidate, along with maybe half this oil biome. Actually, I'm sort of at the point where I might just dig out this whole bottom corner. And this bottom corner. We will see. Because we're sort of... Well, we've got those two down there. We got a... We're about to dig that one out, which probably means I'll just carve all this out at the same time. We're building up slowly. Very slowly as far as I'm concerned. Actually, that's space there. Maybe next episode we'll start playing with space. Because, yeah, like I said, with how fast these duplicates are, like, we're already here. We've already gone and basically have this one ready to go. Which is a bit weird and a bit sad all at the same time. And it's dormant, so we're definitely going to have to sit on it for a couple of cycles. But yeah, just with a pure man force of 30 or duplicate force of 32 dupes, biomes disappear if you say so. Oh, there's another volcano right there. What are you? You are a infectious polluted oxygen boring we've got one of those, we haven't even turned it on, which we might have to do, actually, because we're having ceramic problems, which is not caused by clay problems. So we don't have to turn it on just yet. Yeah, I'm going to leave it here. I have no idea what we're going to do in the next episode. Either way, I do hope you guys have enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one, where, I don't know, maybe we can convince a duplicate to be scalded. A sacrifice to be scalded. Maybe we just take the sacrifice. We just ship them out to space. Have them build a whole space colony without Atmo suits, because we're 500 cycles in on Rime without making a single... Well, we've got 4 Atmo suits sitting on the ground. Yeah, that's as far as we got with them. Anyway, that's it. I'm out. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.